McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, good to see ya. Today's the COVID show, so I'm actually recovering from COVID. So hopefully, I don't know if much is still in my voice or not, but I'm feeling much better, and we're going to do this week's live show. So welcome. Of course, I'm your host, Bill McIntosh, and this show is all about helping entrepreneurs build their first business or take their existing business and grow it. That's the entire point of the show. I spend Wednesday afternoons here dedicated to helping you with those things. And I'm glad you're here. So give me a big hello, or I see an aloha coming in from Kauai. Hello, Regina. And the Mick, I see Blake, DE Productions, a bunch of regulars. So all my good regulars, of several customers. I see Daryl here. Hey, Daryl. Awesome. So, well, welcome. And we did it. We actually crossed the 10,000 subscriber mark. So we started this channel some time back from scratch and wanted to see if we could grow it using organic, just regular organic uploading strategies and get it to 10,000 subs and beyond. So we have much bigger targets than that in the long term, but we hit 10,000 subscribers. So woohoo, right? We did it, and in honor of that, as promised last week, we have awarded one lucky subscriber a $5,000 in value prize, and I'll be announcing the prize winner in just a little bit. We'll do that a bit later. So it is one of you, if you were, if you are a subscriber, if you're one of the 10,000 and you were here last week and followed the instructions on how to win, you just might be the winner of this prize. So we'll announce the winner. And by the way, this is something where I'm going to have all of the experts on my team literally create a business from thin air for the winner of this prize. So my team will work with you. You'll get your own coach who will work with you, will help you pick the perfect business. We will build the perfect business. We will do everything for you, done for you completely. We will hand it to you on a silver platter, and then we will even start to run traffic for you, and then just hand you the keys and off you go. So that is what we are doing for that grand prize winner. This is not something I normally do. We don't even offer this as a service or something that you can buy from me, but I wanted to do it. I thought it would be fun in celebration of our big 10K sub mark. So stick around if you would like to see if you are the lucky winner. Cool. And then, of course, content this week, we're going to be talking about the one-person business model. And this has been a trend. It's been hitting, I see a lot of people talking about it in social media and on the different video channels out there. And it's something that a lot of people are interested in. Perhaps you are. And this is a business where it's something that you can start obviously on your own, and you can build up to a pretty sizable income to where you can be making six figures and beyond. But all you need is one person, and that's just you. So if you're interested in a business of one, army of one, as they used to say in the recruiting ads, right, for the Army. But if you would like to be the army of one for your business, where you can start it, grow it, scale it, make good money, and still only be one person without having to have staff or employees or other things like that. That's what we'll be talking about later today. And I have 5 different business models. Each business model, we will show you a case study of somebody who has done exactly that. We'll get into why it is ideally suited for the solopreneur business model. And that'll be our content for today. And then, of course, like always, I will be taking your questions. So we're going to do questions a bit later during the show. And so if there's anything that I can help you with driving traffic, growing your business, or doing anything like that at all, then pop those questions in and we'll take them up a little bit later in the show. This is my chance to help you because you might know, I've talked about this story before, but a few years back, something kind of hit me. I had a moment of personal reflection, and I was trying to decide what was the thing that I could do to have an impact on the world. And, I had been really successful at my different businesses, but they were for a lot of different things that I wasn't personally finding fulfillment in. So I was in a lot of different niche markets and doing quite well, but they were all just, selling little knickknacks and stuff that at the end of the day was not making huge impacts on the world. Puts a nice impact on my wallet, but, and so I was hitting at this crossroads, whatever, call it a midlife crisis, if you will. And I wanted to work out what could I do that would have impact? What could I do that would actually be meaningful towards people's lives and have a broader impact other than just my wallet? And what I come to realize is that it's by helping entrepreneurs. I love my fellow entrepreneur. I think like people like us out there are the ones that are driving the economy forward, that are driving the society forward in many cases. And there are many places in history where you'll see it is a key entrepreneur bringing change or introducing new ideas. Oh boy, I thought I was recovered enough from COVID to do the show, so hopefully I don't lose my voice. Give me 1 second here. Excuse me. So hopefully that doesn't keep happening. But as I said at the outset of the show, I'm recovering from COVID and thought I was up to doing the show today. Okay. So my way of having an impact is by helping the entrepreneur. That's the short answer to that story. And here we are. Regina says, more hot coffee. Yes, that'll fix it. Fix it with coffee. Okay, well, we'll see if I can cough through today's content and do my best to help you out while I'm here. But before we get into today's content and before I award the big prize for the day, I wanted to let you know I am going to be back. If I still have a voice, I'm going to be back in a couple of hours. We have a special guest that we're doing a private webinar presentation with. Some of you might be interested in that. So I wanted to plug that really quickly, and then we're going to dive into today's content. But my special guest is somebody who, how do I want to say this? So he's kind of well known for being a fighter pilot, actually. So he's, flying in dogfights and a very, very brave and very talented ace fighter pilot is actually his way going back original background. But he now does marketing, and particularly marketing towards businesses. So he does a lot of stuff to help small local businesses. And he's going to be on. I'm going to be bringing him on and introducing something that he calls the yes method. And it's quite unique, actually. When he pitched it to me and talked to me about what he's doing, I was really impressed, really impressed. It's unlike anything else I've seen. And it's so weird because it actually has a physical component to it, right? So I think you hear a lot of marketing strategies where it's just all virtual and digital. Well, he's come up with this really crazy strategy where you can essentially go to a business owner and have a thing, right? I'm going to just use this silly thing, right? And say, hey, do you want this? And then just give it to them. Like literally just give them a physical thing and get money. It's there's a lot to it. I'm not going to do a good job explaining it, so I'm going to let my guest explain it. He'll be back with me in just a couple of hours. But you do need to register for that session. That's a private session. It's not going to be held on YouTube. Producer Nick, if you could share the link to that put it out under my name, out on the channel. And it's actually at jobcrusher.com/yes method. That's jobcrusher.com/yes method. And here, I'm going to go ahead and go in the studio and pin that so we can leave that for everyone. So I would recommend that you head over there, register, and then I'll be back in just a couple of hours with my guest and that very special training. So yeah, looking forward to that. And it is quite unique, a little weird, and I will do a horrible job trying to explain it. So I'm going to let my guest do all of that. But he's got a lot of people that are doing really, really well. The coolest part about this of all is that you also get to help other business owners. So it's something where you're providing measurable impact, a big impact, helping local businesses in a way that really helps in a time that they need it. So I'm not going to get into, I don't really get political on this show, but we're facing a time right now that small local businesses are really struggling, especially in places like where I live here in California. There are some other states where it's impacted as well, but small local businesses are really, really hurting. They really are. And you're probably starting to see this in the media, in the news. You're seeing how hard they're hit. And the small mom and pop business are the ones that are impacted the most because unlike a larger corporate business that can kind of absorb some of the shocks of economic changes, policy changes, increases in pricing, things like that, a small business really struggles to make it through times like this. And so you can come in, hand that small business this cool little device that my friend is going to tell you about, and make a big impact on helping them survive these difficult times and ideally even thrive while other small businesses are struggling. So again, you can learn all about that. Just go head on over to jobcrusher.com/yes method. That's jobcrusher.com/yes method. And we'll be doing that a bit later. Cool. See a few more of the regulars popping in. So I see Tiha here. I see Debbie, Dashcam. Hey, awesome. So thanks for all the regulars here. Which, by the way, if you would like to get content that is designed to help you grow as an entrepreneur and build your business online, then subscribe to the channel. You'll see the red subscribe link down below. You'll be invited back every Wednesday when we go live, and we release content, totally free content. Every week, you'll get new information about how to drive traffic to your business, to your website, how to use AI and different kind of modern marketing strategies, and we cover them every single week. And I bring my $100 million in revenue. That's my kind of big claim to fame there, is that I've generated over $100 million in revenue across all the different businesses I've had over the years. And so I've had a lot of experience, a lot of hard knocks along the way. I know what works, I know what doesn't, and I'm here to help you so that you don't have to have the rough road that I did to make it to success. I hope to make your path to success faster, smoother, and higher than even mine. So that's just become a subscriber. Again, big red subscribe button. You'll see that down below. Fantastic. So I'm going to do today's content. Then we're going to be doing the prize giveaway. So that after we'll do today's bit of content, we'll do the prize giveaway, and then I'll be doing questions. So any questions that you can ask me, anything, I can help with anything about growing your business. And I need to do just a very quick commercial break. I want to give my voice here just a quick little rest before I dive right into the content. So we're going to take a very quick commercial break, but we will be right back with today's content, which is the 5 best solopreneur businesses, the 5 different one-man or one-woman businesses that you can run. And we'll cover each one of them and who they're good for and who they're not good for, and all of that in just a minute. So before we do that, we're going to take a very fast commercial break, and I'll be right back.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
that's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This push-button AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
All right, I am back for most people. So we're also have a YouTube ad break that's running. So a few of you might be seeing YouTube ads. I'll bet you're furiously tapping on that skip button to get back to the show. So we're gonna get started here, and I think my voice is gonna hold out. I feel like it's gonna work. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna share my screen, and let's see. We want that screen. There we go. We'll get that set up. And then producer Nick, you might want to hide yourself from the show. And we're going to do that. And that. And that. Okay, now we are good. And where did there it goes. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to get started. And reminder for those of you who are new to the show, I'm recording this. So while I'm presenting this little bit of training, we'll be recording it. And so you might hear me do retakes. You might hear me make notes for my editor. And if you do see that, I am live and have not gone crazy. That's what I'm doing. And so then once I finish recording the content, then we use that. My team takes it, chops it up, edits it, makes it look good, and we use it in courses and trainings, spread it on social media, all that kind of good stuff. So we use a whole system here where we generate content, I deliver it on the show on Wednesdays, and then that content is used all over the place. And it's it's been a pretty effective strategy for us. But that's what we're doing. So with that, we're going to get started. Okay. Here we go. Today, I'd like to show you 5 one-person business ideas. These are business ideas for solopreneurs that anyone with just one man or woman can start, build, grow, and run a highly successful business. And a lot of people these days, I'm noticing it's a trend, a search trend that has been popping up in social media and on here on YouTube and other places where people are searching for these ideas of what are the kinds of businesses could they start with little to no experience, but yet still grow it, maybe make a $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 a month business, but without employees, without having to hire staff or be part of a bigger operation, where it could just be you in your bedroom making money. It's like the ultimate dream, right? Well, today I've got 5 of them for you, and we're going to dive right into it, and I'll show you which ones are right for you and which ones are ones you might want to avoid. And one of them is going to use AI in a pretty miraculous way, but we'll get to that a bit later. So on that note, let's dive in and get right to it. Now, today I have a little presentation. We have a deck that I will be sharing with you. So if you'd like to get a copy of this deck, I'll offer it to you for free. All you need to do is join my free newsletter. So it doesn't cost not even one dime. It's totally free. Just jump into the newsletter. I'll pop a link to that down below. So you'll see down below in the description a link where you can get this absolutely free. So you'll have my whole slide deck, all my resources, any show notes and other materials will be provided to you absolutely free. So let's move on. This is the one-person business ideas that you can start and make 10K a month as a solopreneur. Now, these are 5 solopreneur business ideas that will stand the test of time. So there are a lot of things I see, a lot of bad advice being given, telling you to start things that are just not going to last long term or are going to be very difficult to even get started. Let's move on and cover the first method. So solopreneur business idea number 5, we're going to count down from 5 to number 1, the single best idea at the end. But number 5 is something called local newsletters. And with a local newsletter, this is something that you may have heard of email newsletters, and you may have heard of different kinds of newsletters where you're writing an issue and sending it through email. But here, what we're going to focus on is a local area. And you can see here that Ryan actually has created a local subscriber newsletter. It's called the Naptown Scoop. And he covers Annapolis, Maryland is his topic. So it's not about a niche. Like I think a lot of people get sidetracked with wanting to be in a particular niche market. And let's go. We're going to head on over there. Okay, and so this is again courtesy of Creator Spotlight. And you can see all about how he has built an email newsletter for this local town. Okay, and we'll head back to our presentation, get back to presentation mode, and go back full screen. Okay. Now the cool thing here is you can do this about your local area, something that a place that obviously you know about. And it's hot because this is different than what other newsletter types that you might be hearing about. Where you'll hear someone say, hey, start a gardening newsletter or start a newsletter about how to make money online or whatever. And here it's very unique because there's no barrier to entry. So all you need to know is your local area. I don't know what's happening with this. All right, Node for editor, we'll clean that up. Here we go. I'll restart here. Okay. So with a local newsletter, there is very low barrier to entry, and they're in high demand. This is something where there is not a lot of competition, yet there is a high demand for this to have information about your local area. I think of when I've moved into a new area and I've wanted to learn about what's happening around town, or let's say I become part of a community and, I might want to just be more updated on what's happening around the town. And this is something that a lot of people would be happy to join. And so then you just send out weekly. Sometimes you could do more often than weekly and send out updates about what's happening in your local town. And again, you don't need any kind of actual experience to do this. And you can see Ryan here produced over $200,000 in revenue with this model. So moving on, let's take a look at business model number 4. That is blog content sites. And this is a model that you have heard me talk about. And I love this business model because it can be run very easily as a solopreneur business. So if you're looking for a business that you can run by yourself, it is a content site written on a blog are especially awesome. Okay, so you can see here, Casey Botticello. I don't know if I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. is making $15,000 a month using his solopreneur blog. That it's just him. He just runs it, and all he does is blog in his blog, and he's using AI to generate that content and producing $15,000 a month. So imagine that. Just using AI to help you, right? So AI can help you by yourself make some pretty amazing content, and it helps simplify it and make it easy. Okay. Now, when you have a blog like this, there are two main ways that you can produce profit. So you could be an affiliate. This is where you're actually going to get paid for promoting products in your blog. In fact, a very good friend of mine, Jake, some of you might have met Jake. He actually made $15,000 a month doing this with just him. It was just him and a blog and his unique traffic strategy. And he's generating really good income just as a solo one-man business, blogging and being an affiliate. And by the way, okay. The second thing is that you can run display ads. So you can add display ads to your blog. This is also often called AdSense, but there are other places you can go to. Places like Mediavine is another alternative to that. And there are lots of places you can go to sign up and get ads placed on your blog that can make you money. Business idea number 3, UGC. You ever heard of that? That stands for user-generated content. And yes, you can literally get paid a fortune to create content for brands. So if you're comfortable filming yourself on camera or recording your voice, you can do really well with this. Heck, even if you want to just do UGC content, taking pictures and writing written materials, you could even do this. But surprisingly, this is very lucrative and very easy to do. And I know because I right this minute am hunting for people that I can pay to create content for me. On one of the businesses that I'm involved with, we are looking for young women and men to use our product and just make videos about it. And we are paying handsomely to those people. And so there has this whole new career, essentially, that has popped up, where all you do is get free products and make content for those brands, and you get paid really, really well. And this is, you can be paid directly from the brand. So you might see hundreds or even thousands of dollars or even tens of thousands of dollars being paid to you from a brand who just merely wants you to make content about their products. And so here is an example here. This is Mike and Laura Travel. They make $8,000 a month on Instagram. So it's just them and Instagram and them filming the user-generated content for their brands, and they're making $8,000 a month. And it looks like they're having a lot of fun doing it as well. And again, I know this one is true because I'm one of the brands paying people right now for content. So I know it's legit. And this is also just touching the tip of the iceberg. And that's because with this form of user-generated content, there are some strategies to take it to a whole other level. And so some of you might have heard of the TikTok Shop affiliate program or the Amazon influencer program. These are two different ways that you can take user-generated content. And first you get the brands paying you, and then you can take it to a whole other level. And I've seen people making tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Once they got established as someone who can create user-generated content for brands, they do these next steps with the TikTok Shop affiliate program and with the Amazon influencer programs. And then it's like a rocket ship and they just make a fortune. So, but that's a topic for another day. If you're interested in these programs, if you would like to learn more about the TikTok Shop affiliate program or the Amazon influencer program and how you can exploit those to make a lot of money, let me know in the comments. Just drop something down there and let me know if that's a topic you're interested in, and we'll pick it up and cover it on a future video on the channel. Now, back to what we were talking about. Let's move on to business idea number 2. Doesn't want to click. Okay, here we go. Now, this one is one that you've heard me talk about a lot. I've talked about membership sites and recurring revenue by selling either access to a community or selling updated content or selling access to information through a monthly membership. And this is a business that can be run as a solo business. So if it's just you and some of the right tools, you can actually turn this into a very lucrative solo business model. Okay. Now I'm going to give you an example here. This is Liz. So Liz launched a community. Okay. So what she did is she created a community around email marketing. And all she did is charge her members $9 a month. That is it. Starting at $9 a month, she grew her membership to 4,000 paying users, making $36,000 a month for a $9 monthly membership. Now, I love this business model because number one, it's evergreen. So when you have a membership going, they'll pay you month after month like clockwork. So I have found that makes business a lot less stressful. When you have a business, especially like higher ticket businesses where you have a lot of your income are based upon you constantly selling, you must sell more high ticket products. And you end up almost on a treadmill running in place, trying to make sure you can sell enough products month after month to cover all your expenses. But with a membership site, it happens automatically. And the favorite business of mine of all time that I started was one of my first big, what I called my freedom business. And I started a little membership site charging people $10 a month for access to some simple information. And that business made $15 million, and it completely changed my life. And that was with this business model. So to be fair, when we grew it to $15 million, it was a little more than just me. It started out, it was just me, but it then turned into something where my wife was involved with it at one point. I had even my mother-in-law got involved helping us out. So it became a little bit of a family affair, but that's when we grew it from just making, a few $100,000 to millions of dollars a year. And the other thing you can do is if you want to, this is a great way to introduce new clients to you, and you can always sell them more expensive stuff later. Also called high ticket marketing, right? So in the presentation here, I've linked to the full case study, and you can go check it out and learn all about what they did. And again, get that for free. Just click the link you see in the description, go sign up for our free newsletter, and you'll get all of this absolutely free. Now, moving on. Solopreneur business idea number one. This is my favorite. And this is because it's something that I can help you with quite a lot with some of our AI tools. So this is selling courses. And there has been a lot of backlash about people selling courses, and especially high ticket courses sold under high pressure. You might have seen some of that backlash that's been taking place out there. But what I would propose to you here is to do with what I've been doing, the core of my business in generating over $100 million in sales under my belt, is that I sell inexpensive or free courses, and I use that to start my relationship with my customers. And even though I'm not a solo business owner anymore, I've got a very large team around me. I have an amazing staff, and my executives and my team is quite something. But I didn't start out that way. I started as a solopreneur. I started with just me working in my living room in order to start my first business on the internet. Now, I believe that everyone has got a course that you can sell. And I think it might take a little bit of coaching, a little bit of interviewing to kind of help you figure out what that perfect course is. But I really, truly believe that everyone has a course in them, and that you can make a very successful solopreneur business by selling an inexpensive course. And in this case study here, you can see how he made $16,000 a month giving family advice. So That's the family. And all they do is have a course that gives out advice on parenting and on raising a family. And that's Hillary and her family. So she's been able to make over $16,000 a month selling courses on how to raise your family. And I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let's see here. Let's start this again. Okay, note for editor, you can clean it up from here. So she does have a background as a nurse. Okay, so as a nurse and a mom, she is in a position where she can offer advice to people starting and raising a family. And there's the site right there. So a pretty simple website. And they're doing quite well selling these courses. Now, I have a suggestion for you as well, that if you're unsure of what kind of course you might want to offer, or you're just not sure how you would start this, I'd encourage you to talk to one of the members of my team. So in fact, I would like to offer you a consultation where you can jump on, no strings attached. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to pay for this, but I'd like to have you jump on with one of my team members. We'll jump on Zoom and we'll help work out, is a course the right business model for you? And then I'd like to show you how you could use some of our AI tools to help you build the perfect course. So using our PushButton AI platform, it can build your entire business. Like it'll build your whole course business for you. But first, you need to find out, is a course business the right choice for you? Maybe you've been looking for that perfect business model. Maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed of not sure what the right business model is. Talk to one of my team members. They will help you sort through that. And then if a course is the right business model, they'll be happy to show you how our AI technology can literally build your whole business done for you. So to do that, you're going to want to head on over to pushbutton.ai/demo. That's pushbutton.ai/demo. The consulting session is on me, no cost, no obligation. And then, of course, if you want to build a course and you'd like to use a course to either grow your existing business or have a new source of revenue or start a brand new business, we can help you with that. So again, head over to pushbutton.ai/demo. You have to put in your name and email. You'll see a short video from me. Make sure you go all the way through to the end of that process, because you'll need to book a time in the calendar and then show up, and we're going to do our best to help you. And I think that the course business model is probably going to be an amazing fit for you. But until you chat with us, we can learn a little bit more about you. We won't know for sure. And on that note, I hope this content was useful to you. And if it was, you know what to do. And of course, you'll see the subscribe button down below. So give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We release content like this every single week. And I hope to see you on one of my live streams or on our next video. Until then, bye for now. All right, audience, I'm not going anywhere. I hope that came through okay. How was the COVID content, Nick? Did it come out all right?
Yeah, I thought that
okay.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Okay, good. I was a little self-conscious about that, but there we have it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do everyone's questions, and we're going to give out the big prize. So we're going to give the big prize for our 10,000 subscriber celebration. Of course, I would like all of your questions. So you have any questions at all about the content I covered today or anything at all, we'll just pop it straight to Ask Me Anything. And then give me a quick, I'm going to do a quick commercial break so I can give my voice just a little bit of a rest, and then I'll be right back. I promise it'll be quick. I'll be back in about maybe 1 minute, actually. I'll be right back with all of your questions and the big prize giveaway. We'll see you in just a moment.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
All righty. Well, YouTube is doing its little ad break, so we'll give them a moment to do that. And producer Nick, are you still out there with me?
Yes, I am.
All right. So then let's do some questions.
Yeah. First off, Chris wants to know if we scheduled a session on Pinterest.
We haven't yet. But it's on the list.
Yes, it is. All right. Another question from Regina. She says, with PushButton and a course, can I also do ads in my blog content?
Yes. So Regina, it depends a little bit on, technically the answer is yes, you can absolutely do that. Whether or not I'd advise it depends a little bit on your goals. So if you are trying to attract buyers to something, I might not want to load my blog posts up with ads promoting other stuff. I might want to put ads to my own stuff in my blog instead of promoting, just random ads that AdSense or others might stick in there. So technically, yes, you can do that. Whether or not that's the right business choice for you is a different story. So again, it just depends on what your goals are with that particular site. As an example, let's say you're giving a course away for free and your primary purpose is you want to get subscribers. Well, then I would be promoting that in my blog posts and not necessarily miscellaneous random ads. Or if you're promoting your course that's for sale, I would probably want to use that space in my blog posts to promote my course that's for sale. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. Next question.
Yes, this is from Daryl. He wants to know, what is an Amazon influencer? He'd like to hear more.
So yeah, Amazon has this very interesting program. So it's related to user-generated content. And I was so excited about this, I wanted to do it. I thought it'd be fun to do this. But I have the time, right? And in between, managing the several large businesses and everything else, I thought, I'd like to do this. And basically, you just take physical products, like this, and you review them. You do reviews, and there's a particular formula you follow. Then there's a way you have to qualify to get in the program. There's a backstory behind this. But once you're in, you can just review products on camera. Whether you show your face or whether you just take, you could shoot, not you, but shoot video of the product with you making commentary. That works as well. I even saw someone hire an army of people to film reviews of all the products that they had bought, and then he uploaded it to his Amazon influencer account. Point is, it's all about reviews of products, and then Amazon will pay you. So you've probably seen, have you ever noticed when you're browsing Amazon, you'll see a little carousel of videos, and they're like videos of other Amazon people that did reviews of the product? Well, they didn't just do that out of the kindness of their hearts, right? They recorded those reviews because what happens is if you watch one of the reviews and then you go buy the product, they get a commission. So Amazon takes the videos of an Amazon influencer, shows them on the Amazon website, and if anyone views that video and then buys the product, that influencer gets a commission. And I see some people are making quite a lot of money doing that. And that's the Amazon influencer program. And then the one that is super hot right now is the TikTok Shop affiliate program. And that's very similar. It's oriented towards short form content. So you have to kind of be a little comfortable and familiar with short form content, but you do these short little, we'll call them product reviews / pitches, and you do them on TikTok. And people, I mean, I'm not kidding. There are people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just doing that. They don't have a product. They don't have a list. They pop open their phone and record a 20-second video about a product and get 5 and 6-figure payouts from doing it. It's nuts. So, and that's not Amazon. That program is through TikTok. But so we'll see if TikTok will be here next year. I think it probably will be. Next question. Uh-oh, I don't hear you. I think you're muted. If you're talking, you're muted. Oh, producer Nick, I don't know if you hear me, but you're muted.
Okay. Here, let me try something.
I hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't muted. I'm just having connection problems on my end. My apologies.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, this is from DE Production. They say, is there a way to combine membership site and the selling e-courses idea? Good ideas for giving an e-course for free and selling a deep dive e-course for money, or they get a deep dive e-course for free as members.
I think both of those are awesome ideas. You know, I think that, giving away the course and then kind of doing an upsell, so to speak, into your membership, that would be good. You know, also you could sell an inexpensive course and bundle a free trial of the membership. That's another option. But I think front-ending the course or offering the course as a bonus for joining the membership, both of them are great ideas. Yeah.
All right. And this is from the Motivational Minister. And they say, when you're using a free ebook as a lead magnet, what's the best format to use? I wrote it in Microsoft Word and then turned it into a PDF file. Is that good, or is there a better way?
Yeah, that'll work just fine. Yeah. Now, my favorite way of doing a lead magnet is to give away a whole full course, but an ebook is, you know, the next best thing I would say, and you did yours just right. Yeah.
All right. And this is from Brian. He says, how large of an area would be profitable for doing a newsletter? He's talking about the local newsletters. I'm in a large metropolitan area, not too far from Annapolis.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I don't know the quote I can give you in terms of population, but, you don't need a lot of subscribers. And the funny thing was, I actually was attempting to convince a friend of mine to partner with me and do one of these in a little community in Florida called The Villages. I don't know if you ever heard of that. So if I remember right, I don't remember the population of The Villages. Let's take a look. Let's see. Population. I'm just going to do a quick search. Okay, well, that one, that's a pretty good sized area. So the whole area is 79,000 population. So, and just to give you, that was one I was very excited about doing, was one in The Villages. And I would think you could do it for a population lower than that. But there you go.
All right. And Tiha has a question. This is, I was wondering about the live training sessions for the amazing ad formula. I haven't gotten any emails about it.
Yeah, we haven't done a separate live training session for Amazing Ad Formula. That whole course is already recorded, so that's should be in the members area. And if you're not seeing all the members video training, then definitely let us know. Reach out to support, and they can get you sorted out on that. And also, Tiha, if you have any questions about that content, or you'd like me to deliver some more content or help debug some stuff, I definitely would love to hear from you, and I could do some more content. But there you have it.
All right. So that looks like it. That looks like we're all cut up with the questions.
Okay, cool. Then you know what we'll do? I'm going to go ahead and announce who won the prize. So let's. So one last thing I'll do is I want to plug my show that is in exactly 2 hours and 7 minutes from now. We're going to be. There it is, right there. I'll be on live with my special guest for the Yes Method. So you'll need to head on over here and register to attend this presentation. This will not be on YouTube. It's a separate private webinar. And you can head over to jobcrusher.com/yes method. And those of you who, some of you here might be joining me over here to talk to my guy I've actually known a long time, fighter pilot, who's going to teach you all about the Yes Method. So that's in 2 hours. Head on over there. The link is pinned in the comments here in the live chat. And I hope to see you over there. Now, on that note, since I'm sharing the screen, I'm going to reveal producer Nick went in and selected the winner. And we use this service called Pick a Winner. And we just head on over here and we hit the button and it picks a winner out of our users. And I should have did a big build up. We could have done like a drum roll to the announcement. But you know what we really need, Nick?
What do we need?
A soundboard. We need a soundboard.
Yeah, I'll program a soundboard for you, and I won't tell you what's on the soundboard. You'll have to guess.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, let's do a soundboard next week. But yeah, I needed a drum roll with some applause and screams and shouts would have been awesome for this. But congratulations to Jerry Harpern. I'm sure I mispronounced that, but there you go. So there was Jerry's comment. He's a channel subscriber, and you are the winner of the 10,000 subscriber prize package. And so we'll be reaching out to you and making arrangements to get you that prize. Now, if you're not Jerry, don't worry, because I've got a lot more. I've got a lot more prizes coming. As I said earlier, the 10,000 subscriber mark is just our first milestone. We have many, many, many more to come. And I have actually $25,000 in prizes all lined up, ready to hand out to all of you. So make sure that you are a subscriber to the channel because you can't win. And at this point, just in the last 6 weeks or so, we've given out, 3 iPads, Nick? I think it's 3.
Yep.
3 iPads and now a $5,000 business package to Jerry. And there's a lot more to come, including a laptop. So anybody here want a nice, awesome, thin laptop? That's coming up. We have a laptop prize that's coming up, a digital watch that we're going to be giving away, whether you want Apple or Android. It's up to you which flavor you would like. And of course, I'm adding more prizes to the lineup. So if there's anything that you would like to win, let me know. Maybe you want some of the, I love these headsets that I'm using. So we have, the Beats, was it Beats? Not Beats. Yeah, Beats Pro. I don't know why I'm showing you those so often today, but I love those. Or maybe some other prize that you're interested in. Maybe you're interested in a consulting session. Past prizes, for example, have included I've flown out people here out to Southern California to meet with me, and I actually spent a weekend helping them build a business. That was a prize we gave out a few years back. Of course, the travel was on me, and then we met up and I helped them with their business. Another example are gadgets, of course, like we've been talking about. I've given out some cash in the past, but I'd like to know, what other stuff would you like to win? Because we're going to give out a lot more prizes, and it's all for those who are subscribing. So again, make sure if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, look for that red button down below, give it a tap. And if you're already a subscriber, I would like to point something out. If you look at that red button, you'll see that there's like a little drop down. And you're going to want to click on the bell so that you get notifications. Because some of the prizes that we give out, if you're not here with us live or you don't learn about them until it's too late, you might miss out. And I don't want you to miss out. So set that bell icon and tell YouTube that you want to hear when we release new content on the channel. YouTube is famous for just not telling you. Even though you subscribed, they only take it as a suggestion. So it's like, oh, okay, he subscribed, so maybe we'll show him, maybe we won't. And unless you set that icon to turn all notifications on, YouTube just kind of does whatever they feel like doing. Excuse me. The COVID is fighting back. Okay. I will win this battle. Now, with that, we're going to do a final round of questions. So we're going to do a final round of questions, and I definitely would love to hear all about any prize recommendations, stuff you want to win, ways that I can help you. And then also any recommendations you have about more content. If there's a topic you'd like to learn more about, maybe a particular traffic strategy you'd like to learn how to do, whatever it might be, give me your suggestions on what you would like us to talk about on the next live show. And yeah. So I'm going to take one more very fast commercial break, and then I'll be right back with our final round of questions. And yeah, so let's do that. Let me find the right commercial break. Oh, this one right here. So here, I'll tell you about PushButton AI, and I'll be right back after this quick commercial break. If you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top, everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business. All right. So we're rounding up here to the final round of questions, and I see some great feedback and as well. And of course, we have the YouTube ad break going on, so some of you are seeing YouTube ads. But this is something really nice from Tia. There we have every single person on their team is forthcoming and helpful group of individuals. So I love that. I'm glad that when my team is, is living up to that. That is my expectation. I want my team to be as helpful as possible. And look, do we always get it right? No, sometimes we make mistakes or miscommunicate, things like that. But I know my team, from me all the way through the team, our intention is to help our customers succeed. At the end of the day, that is the singular mission that we drive through our company culture and through our meetings. And boy, you can't imagine how happy we are as a team. We play our customer successes in our morning meetings, and it's something that drives the whole team. So I'm happy to hear that that's coming through. So thank you for that comment. I saw Michaela talking about tips on email marketing. That could be cool. Yeah, that might be, that could be something we could maybe talk about. But I can also answer your question. So I'm kind of jumping over and taking Nick's job here. But so Nick, I'm going to take up Michaela's question, and then I didn't watch. I'll let you give me the rest. But Michaela was asking about just some email best practices, and I can help you with this really fast. So it depends a little bit on your niche market. All right, for my niche market, we sell marketing to entrepreneurs and to marketers. Okay, so it gives me a lot of leeway to be very aggressive. So we are sending daily pitch emails, and there are people who have been on my list for 15 years that I've sent a daily pitch email, and they still open and they still click and they still buy after 15 years. And that's so that is like going kind of on the extreme, and that's because of the market that I'm in and the way that we run that business. Now, if you're in other markets that are maybe not as excited about getting a daily pitch email, you can change it up. And the next tier down I would do is I would think about your emails more as campaigns. A lot of people, I think about email marketing as one email at a time. And instead, shift your thinking to you want a campaign of a series of emails on a particular topic. Okay. And so if you kind of reorient your thinking about how you're doing email marketing to be that you're sending out campaigns, and a campaign can have, I'd say, as little as 3 emails and as many as 21 emails in a single campaign. And so it's more about structuring that campaign to kind of help meet your expectations and the expectations of your list. And so as an example, I might open up a campaign with some content, right? And establish a little bit of goodwill, kind of set the topic, get the attention of the list on the topic that you want to talk about. Maybe even asking them to reply back to your emails and answering some survey questions is another example of how I might open up a campaign, and I'll have it focused around content. And then I go through a period where I start to shift, and it's each email as I go deeper into the series is a little more, I'll use air quotes, salesy, right? So it might talk about some of the content points or some of the points of interest. I might do a little bit of storytelling, and then it begins to sell. And the selling gets a little more intense with each email that comes out, right? And then it culminates into like a pressure cooker to the end, where at the end, the pressure is high, the sales pitches are strong, the urgency is urgent, right? And you're trying to get someone to make a decision, and then boom, the campaign ends, okay? And so that's kind of the way I would approach it. And then I think of yourself a bit like a conductor, and you're sort of, playing your list, okay? And you kind of have to get an understanding for that list. And when you see signs that they're getting fatigued, let's say that, your opens are going down and your clicks are going down, and you might need to either, do a little bit of a gap. And I only make a gap a matter of a few days at the most to let the list kind of cool off, so to speak. Or you can send some content during that time period as well. Or you can do a combo of both. And then you start your next campaign. And then that campaign will begin the same way. It'll begin with a little bit of a content focus, and then the pressure cooker begins. And then that's so there you go. A little mini masterclass on email marketing. Hopefully that was helpful, Michaela. And then Nick, what other questions do we have?
Yeah, well, we had a few people because you asked what content people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
We had interest in Pinterest, and we had a lot of interest in print on demand. So I thought I would just fill you in on that before we got to the next question. I'm just going in chronological order.
Yeah, I know print on demand is a huge interest of ours right now. So cool. Yeah, and maybe let's see, how much time do we have? I don't know if we have time to talk about Nizly. I could update everybody on what's happening with Nizly if we have time. But talking about print on demand.
Yeah.
Cool. Well then, yeah, we can do a lot more content on print on demand. We can do some content on Pinterest. That would be kind of a did my video just shut off for a second? That was weird.
Oh, I did on my end. I don't know if the people in the chat could let us know what they just saw. But yeah, that's what I saw, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just did. But all right, well, thank you for all the recommendations. And I love your feedback on stuff you're interested in learning or, any other thing is problems that you might be facing as an entrepreneur. That we might be able to help you solve. So I love hearing that feedback. It does help us and helps steer the direction of the content that we do. So, and what else do we have?
Yeah, one more from the motivational minister, and he wants to know, are campaigns the same as funnels?
Kind of. I mean, when I talk about a campaign, we're talking about a series of emails, right? So a series of 3 to 21 emails sent to your list over a period of time. Now, a funnel, typically, when you hear people talk about funnel, you think of click funnels and everything that Russell has taught all these years about. You have your low ticket product, then an upsell, and then a downsell, and then another upsell, and like a series, a chain of products that you can sell to someone. So I think that's typically when people hear about funnels, what they think about. There you have it.
All right. And that was the last one. So, because I know you have, that other show that you're doing tonight. I don't know, given that, what your time consideration is, because we might have time to talk about Nizly.
I'm going to show really quickly. I'll show Nizly just because some people made some recommendations. Let me just try to go. I'm going to open it up. So who here has seen Nizly on our previous show? I know several of you have, but let me know. Give me a yes or a no. Either way, no is a perfectly fine answer as well. Yes or no. Have you Have you seen Nisley? Okay, there we go. Got some yeses coming in. And this is a project of my youngest son. And it is a project that I'm helping him with. And so what it does is it lets you design pretty much anything you can imagine and turn it into a product design. And the first type of product he's supporting are phone cases. And so you guys, during our training, have recommended a bunch of features, and Dylan has got to work and built several of them. So I thought I'd just show you real fast because it was from your feedback as I think what motivated him to jump on this. So we come in here, we choose our brand of phone. This is the print-on-demand business model, by the way. And then we could say something like this was a great prompt, a golden retriever. Let's see here. Okay, I can't spell it right. Okay, I'll just leave it like that. Okay. He has so I'm just describing what I want on my phone case. Okay. He has a large bullhorn and is wearing a badge that says door police. Right. So my dog thinks that is his job. He thinks he's the door police. So let's see if we can make a phone case with him on it. And oh, I don't know what happened there. Uh-oh, did I find a bug? I think I did. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, shoot. Hey, Dylan, are you over there? Oh, he's not here. I thought he was in the room next to me, but I think I might be showing the wrong version of the site. So I don't think this is the current version of the site. So, all right, we'll have to do this another time. Okay, well, I thought I was going to show you something, and I think he probably hasn't pushed it up to the server yet, but I'll do a proper demonstration of this next week, and I'll get him back in here, and we can show you what it's doing. So, but there were several things that you recommended, including a history, so you could save the previous versions of the products that you had created, and then also there are some other really, really cool features that he added that helps you transform the image in different ways that you create. So I'll demonstrate all of it, and I'll bring Dylan back on in next week's show. So, all right. Cool. Well, then with that, we're going to wrap up today. So Producer Nick, is there anything else that we need to cover?
Nope, we're good to go.
All right. And then don't forget, guys, I'll be live again in just about an hour and a half from now. Pop the link. You see it in the chat, wherever it says chat's over there, probably. You'll see a link that I pinned in the chat, and just head on over there to register for it. And that's all about the yes method, where you can hand a physical product that every business owner wants and just ask them if they want it, give it to them, and help them grow their business. And you get paid handsomely for doing that. And he'll explain how it all works. He's my former fighter pilot friend, not a former friend who's a former fighter pilot. And it's a really awesome thing he's doing to help businesses and help entrepreneurs make a lot of money. So I hope to see you there, and it'll be a way that you can earn a lot of money if it's something that's interesting to you. So head over there. Again, you'll see that link pinned in the chat. And again, that link is jobcrusher.com/yes-method. And we'll see you over there in a bit. On that note, bye for now.
The present celebrities or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
that's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning. You wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
Those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, it writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video. And the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.